In my last video up in Queensland, up in North Queensland in Townsville, I shot it all sort of at the last second. I wasn't planning anything, and I didn't have a microphone with me. I was just using my phone, and the audio really sucked, and I apologise for that. A fellow left me a comment, giving me some feedback, saying to get a mic when I record, and I do have one, and I've got it attached here now. So I'd be grateful if anyone could let me know if this is any better. I presume it will be, but it's one of those video micro Rode shotgun mics. But it's been thrown around my bag a bit, so I think the wires might be a bit loose or a bit crackly. So hopefully it'll be better. Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Back in Canberra, back with beanies. But on a sort of more broader sort of concept, if anyone's got any tips on how to improve your audio, I'd be grateful if you could let me know. I'm hopeless at it, and I've watched tons of videos and I never seem to be able to nail it. So yeah, any thoughts from anyone would be good. Or if you know of a good video or a tutorial or something, yeah, let me know. I want to make these videos as better every time. So that's the plan. So if you've got any ideas, drop them down below.
G'day and welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm out in wonderful Ngunnawal country. I acknowledge that this land was never ceded, and I pay my respects to First Nations peoples everywhere. Yeah, sorry about that audio glitch at the start. I thought I'd attach my little shotgun mic to this new bracket I have for my phone as a way of, trying to get a little bit better with the audio quality. But in typical Apple fashion, you need a special 3mm cable, and then you need a special adapter for the lightning connector. Yeah, my phone is 3 years old, so it still uses one of those lightning connectors. But anyway, throw in my habit for just chucking my mic in my backpack, and it was bound to have reliability issues eventually. But it did get better, and it only seemed to mess up when I was walking along. Okay, so I was out at Mulligans Flat Woodland Sanctuary. It's an enclosed reserve, so they can keep the foxes and rabbits and cats and other dogs and all those sorts of things out, so the native animals can just, get on with it. There are bettongs and bushstone curlews and quolls that have been introduced so they can rehabilitate the area, but there are also plenty of the usual suspects, kangaroos, wallabies, wombats, echidnas. In fact, this place is really well known for spotting echidna trains where a female is followed around by a bunch of males. It's pretty cool. It's getting towards that time of year. You saw the baby joeys a little minute ago, so I was kind of hoping I might see something pretty cool. So, okay, that was the plan. Arrive as the sun was rising and see what I could see.
Yeah, like I said, it's an enclosed sanctuary, so you've got to go through these big gates. So take a look at this tree. When a couple of months ago I came out here on a walk on country with a local Aboriginal woman, and she brought us to this tree. As you can see, the trunks and the branches are all really close. Now that's not how gum trees normally grow. They usually grow in a sprawling kind of way. So what Aboriginal people used to do as a way of marking trails that people could follow was to bring the branches together as when the trees were young, and then they grow like this, and this would be an indicator. So they'd use this as a marking point, and they would come to this tree, and then they would know, be able to read the signs. And again, that's beyond me, but they would be able to read it and then take them to the next one of these. So somewhere not so far away there'd be another one, and it'd be a way of transportation or means of moving through the country. She said that this one might be pointing towards Lake George, so the idea was that this would indicate which way to go in order to find water, or a place to camp, or where there might be some food and things like that. Pretty cool way of communicating. Yeah, so this is inside the wool shed. Pretty cool. Some of the old artifacts in there. Presumably the big television was used to keep the shearers entertained back in the day. But now there's a few things in the corner here. Baler, little pen, and shearing tools, or shearing, whatever you want to call it, machine, motor, engine. The little gate to send the sheep on their way after you've taken their wool. Yeah, see, behind me the wattle's starting to flower. It's the first sign winter might be soon to be in the rearview mirror. Plenty of it, blooming down near the lake, which is pretty cool. But it's the first one I've seen in Mulligans Flat. So yeah, a bit different up here. There's a bit more exposure. Not surrounded by mountains and things down so much up north. So a bit windier. So it's kind of like a little bit behind in temperature. So a bit behind in season. Sorry. So yeah. Wattle's on its way. Bring it on. Pretty cool. Wood ducks. Maned wood ducks. Glad it's not me in that pond. Ants nest. Raided by an echidna. Perfect. Yeah, I took this little side path off the track. I don't know Mulligans Flat well, so I probably need to spend a bit more time out here. But yeah, I took this little side track and it took me right down to a big ugly fence. So I'm going to only film that way because that fence is the least impressive thing on the planet. So, but I think it only goes for a little bit more. But I'm going to have a coffee, have a chill. There's a million kangaroos behind the fence, so obviously we want to get in here. But yeah, gonna enjoy my coffee. I have a feeling this track will loop around back to where I was. So a bit disappointing. I haven't seen any echidnas or anything more exotic than a couple of kangaroos and wallabies, which I see all the time. But yeah, they're still pretty cool. I think I'll put a note in my calendar to come back out here in a couple of months when it starts to warm up. I have a feeling things will start to kick along a bit more then. Certainly nice morning though. Good morning out here. There's a fair few people wandering around and on bikes and things like that, which is good. Enjoying the early morning sun on a not so frosty Canberra morning. I don't know whether you can see it, but that bit right there, see that different colour? That's called a mistletoe, not the Christmas kiss your sweetheart under the mistletoe, but a parasite that gets in these eucalypts, these gum trees. So it's you can see a slightly different colour. But yeah, it gets up there and it grows in amongst the trees. There's usually a fair few of them around. They're not rare, and I'll see if I can see some others. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, not so cool for the gum tree because eventually it'll cause a bit of grief if there's a fair few of them, but all healthy at the moment. Yeah, is there anything better than listening to a magpie call in the morning? There's such a sound of Canberra. The other sound of Canberra. Geez, they make a mess, cockatoos, but I love having them. He's up there somewhere.